Hey guys, today we'll be looking at the top 5 LEGO Star Wars sets of 2003. Please remember that if you do have a suggestion for a set that you want to feature in top 5, please comment it down below. I will also not be including promotionals or polybags in this range, because in 2003 there were a lot of polybags, with all the mini sets. There were 4, and then of course if you got all of them you could make them into 2 separate builds. Only standard retail sets or store exclusives. So first up, I want to start it off with a bit of a runner-up. And the runner-up is the original Jabba's Palace set, which was released in 2003, and that could also be joined with 2 separate sets, which were Jabba's Message and Jabba's Prize. I think that they did include some good minifigures, and if you put them all together, it was really cool. With the Carbonite piece, I just want to say that I would definitely want LEGO to redesign this piece. We have the newest one, but the hairpiece for Han has changed recently, so I would like them to do the Carbonite piece with this new Han hairpiece. However, now I will start the actual video, and we'll start with number 5. In 5th place is the 4479 TIE Bomber. This is the only TIE Bomber ever made in LEGO form, and that is really annoying. I think that LEGO really does need to update this. This would be higher up on the list, however, I do not like the original blue that was in these TIE vehicles, and I just really think that we actually need a good TIE Bomber set with none of this blue or any weird things like that. I think I could perhaps see one potentially coming next year, or maybe it could be that store exclusive set for $100 coming in summer 2020. However, I would just definitely need one. I think lots of people would need this. The only problem is that it would probably be very overpriced once we get it, as LEGO has kind of gone up in price. So it's just a warning that I know we all do want a TIE Bomber, but perhaps be ready for it to be quite overpriced. In at 4th place is the 10129 UCS Snowspeeder, and this was of course the first one before the 2017 remake. I do definitely prefer the remake, however this was still a great set. It was overscaled, so I wouldn't get it, but I kind of guess it was a good model of a snowspeeder. In 3rd place is the only Attack of the Clones set, and that is the 4482 ATTE. This was of course the original ATTE, and I just think that this was of course an ATTE, so it was amazing. There were kind of green windows, and obviously it doesn't really it's not up to the same standards as today, but it was still a good set for 2003. In 2nd place is the 10123 Cloud City, and this remains one of the most sought after LEGO sets of all time, with an amazing collection of minifigures. This was wanted by lots of collectors, and is of course the predecessor to the 2018 Betrayal at Cloud City set. I do think that the Betrayal at Cloud City set was better, however this was of course a great set and is really rare and expensive nowadays. In 1st place I had to put the 4483 AT-AT. This was one of the best and the biggest AT-ATs. Of course we are getting the 2020 AT-AT. I think that looks quite big, however I would definitely say that this AT-AT is probably bigger. I can't really tell because of the box art, but when of course we have an actual comparison thing we'll be able to see. Most people would probably put the Cloud City set as number 1. However, I just think that this is of course a great set and is definitely one of the best AT-ATs we've ever gotten. The Cloud City set wasn't, of course it was a great build, but that doesn't really shape up to today's standards. However, this AT-AT is definitely much closer to that. And those were my picks for the top 5 LEGO Star Wars sets of 2003. If you have a suggestion for one of your favourite LEGO Star Wars sets, please comment it down below. However, I hope you've enjoyed this video and agree with me. Please remember to like and subscribe. That'll be all, folks. Goodbye.